Good afternoon, everybody. I'm back with my reading buddy, Bruiser. I've got him in my lap today, and he's going to listen along to Chapter 2 of The Great Shark Escape. Yesterday, we left off on Chapter 1, and the character, Arnold, he seemed really nervous about going on their field trip to the aquarium. So I'm excited to find out what happens in Chapter 2. I hope you are too. So let's listen. Chapter 2. The magic school bus zoomed along. We looked at our ocean brochures. I hoped to find a nice, friendly-looking sea creature to do my report on. I looked at the brochure's pictures of the aquarium's super secure shark tanks, but I didn't get any great ideas for my reports. In a little while, Miss Frizzle drove into a parking lot right beside a sunny ocean beach. I could see the blue water aquarium, too, but there seemed to be a problem. There was a huge pool of water around the blue water aquarium. Water was leaking out from under all the doors of the building. Trucks with hoses were sucking up the water, but more water kept flowing out. A tall man with bushy hair and round glasses came splashing toward us from the aquarium. And that's the picture that they're giving us. He was wearing a necktie shaped like a fish. The man walked right up to the door of the bus. The Frizz opened the door. "Kids," Miss Frizzle said, "this is Mr. Hill. He's the director of the aquarium." "Miss Frizzle, I'm so sorry," said Mr. Hill. He looked down at his shoes while he talked. "I'm afraid that we've got some bad news." "What happened, Mr. Hill?" the Frizz asked. "The dolphins were playing with a rubber ball," Mr. Hill explained. "Somehow it got stuck in the drain pipe in their tank. Anyway, the tank overflowed and the whole aquarium flooded. All of our ocean animals are okay, but we've had to close for the day while we can clean up the mess." "Oh no," the whole class groaned. The whole class, except for me, that is. Secretly, I was kind of relieved that I wouldn't have to get close to a shark. But I should have known it was just wishful thinking, because that's when Miss Frizzle got that twinkle in her eye. "I think I've got a solution to this problem," she said. "Have a seat, Mr. Hill." Miss Frizzle flipped a few switches on the dashboard of the bus as Mr. Hill climbed aboard. In a few seconds, we heard a loud whirring noise. Then we felt the bus lift off the ground and rise straight up into the air. The bus had turned into a helicopter. A look of shock crossed Mr. Hill's face. I knew just how he felt. "What's going on?" he cried. "Don't worry," I told him with a sigh. "You're on the magic school bus, helicopter. This kind of thing happens all the time." The magic school helicopter flew over the beach, then it headed out over the water. I got a sinking feeling in my stomach. Here's a picture of the magic school helicopter. "Where are we going, Miss Frizzle?" Phoebe asked. "You'll see," said the Frizz replied. In a short while, we were way out over the ocean. We couldn't even see land. Suddenly, the helicopter began to go down toward the water. Mr. Hill looked as worried as I felt. "Miss Frizzle, I don't think you can land out here." "Oh, I'm not landing," said Miss Frizzle. "Not exactly, anyways." As we hit the water, Liz pushed a few buttons on the helicopter's instrument panel. I closed my eyes. The helicopter hit the water and rocked on the surface for a minute. Then it began to sink. I opened my eyes. The magic school helicopter had turned into a magic school submarine. "We're going down deep," Miss Frizzle said. Not only was the sub going down deep, it was shrinking, and so were we. Now the sub was only 2 feet long. Everything in the ocean looked huge. Now that we were smaller, we can explore the amazing life of the ocean and see things closer up. We can pretend we were a little fish in a big ocean. "Hey, Miss Frizzle," There's something fishy about this field trip, Carlos called out. There's something scary about this field trip, I grumbled. I think it's going to be fantastic, Mr. Hill said. He didn't seem upset anymore. The sub bus had lots of portholes along its sides. We could see hundreds of fish swimming by, right in front of us. Even I had to admit it, it was pretty awesome. Excuse me, Mr. Hill, said Ralphie. Is there any chance we will see a shark here? I could feel my heart beat faster. I really hoped the answer would be no. Oh, it's possible, said Mr. Hill. It's very possible. There are a number of sharks that live in this area. Oh, great. What was Miss Frizzle thinking? No one else seemed alarmed. Cool, said Keisha. We learned that there are over 300 species of sharks. Do they all live near here? Oh no, not all of them, answered Mr. Hill. Some of them live deeper down in the water. Some of them live in other parts of the Pacific where the water is cooler. Some don't live in the ocean at all. Then we've got a little excerpt right here. They're everywhere by Dorothy Ann. You can find sharks all over the world. Sharks live throughout the 5 main areas of ocean areas in many seas. They are marine saltwater fish, but a few sharks, such as the bull shark, have been known to swim into freshwater rivers and lakes. Bull sharks have been spotted in the Mississippi River in the United States and in the Amazon River in Brazil. I didn't want to see any sharks at all, but at least I didn't have to worry about seeing all 368 kinds. Well, probably not. On a magic school bus field trip, almost anything is possible. And now we're at chapter 3. That is so interesting that they're now in the real ocean in the magic school submarine bus. I can't wait to find out what happens in chapter 3. So come back tomorrow and I'll read it for you. But leave a comment below to tell me what you think is going to happen next. Bye.